What's up? This is Lord of War 35, and today I'm going to be talking about the Shotbow minigame called Win and Rogue. These are just my personal opinions coming from somebody who paid basically to get into Win and Rogue. This game is a roguelike, which has randomly generated dungeons to go through, random loot, cool bosses, and two different levels called Stronghold and Jungle so far. They are making an Ice and Desert one in the future. Each dungeon has three different modes. Iron Man, which basically, 50% more mob damage and 1 life. Hard is 50% more mob damage, and normal is just everything's normal. This is Shotbow's first premium-only game on the network, and it has probably pulled in a few donations just to play it, including mine. By clicking the testificate to get into Win and Rogue, you go into a town where you can upgrade gear, mana, or health with the gold that you get from the dungeon. All gold is shared when you are playing with a team in the dungeon as well, meaning if you collect 1 gold, your teammates collect it as well. Arrows, potions, and ender pearls that you can get from chests do not work that way, as in you only get them, not your team. So you are encouraged to share with your teammates, but sometimes that doesn't happen. The town is where you can also go to start the dungeon. They are planning on making PvP, arena, 1v1s, and all that kind of stuff in the future too, but that isn't implemented yet as far as I know. The game works by generating a dungeon by taking templates that they have built and randomly placing them in the room. So that's like corner pieces will go into the corner, they have center decorations, side decorations, and all these different cool buttons that you can push to unlock new chests. It's actually pretty cool. So early in development, a lot of the dungeons though had generations that either killed you or made the game uncompletable by blocking the portal. Now that seems to be fixed for the most part, so it's not too much of a worry. So the main goal of the game is to complete whatever dungeon you are in, whether it is Stronghold, Jungle, Ice, or Desert, by reaching a portal. There can be inhibitors, which you have to find and break before you can enter the portal. You are told how many inhibitors there are, if any, by going into your inventory and opening the little paper thing. By scrolling over it, it will tell you how many inhibitors there are. You can pick a class, which has certain abilities that cost mana. Currently there is only one, though, called Assassin, and you're automatically put on that one. But they are planning on making many more, and you can suggest ideas for them in the forums. So right now, there are 4 floors and 4 portals you have to go to complete a dungeon. Inhibitors, there's a random amount that can spawn. I'm not sure of the max. I guess it's 4 as a max of inhibitors. I have no idea. So you get 3 lives for each floor, and can be revived by teammates if you die. If you have no lives, you can be given a life by somebody who has 2 or more. They of course lose 1 life as well. Mini bosses spawn at dead ends, and once you complete 4 floors, you fight a main boss. This is currently not implemented yet, but I'm sure it will be really cool when it is. So once you defeat the boss, that completes a dungeon and unlocks the next one for you, as well as it unlocks the harder mode of that dungeon that you were playing on. Then you go on to the next dungeon to get better gear, fight stronger mobs, collect more gold, and ultimately die a ton more. So that's the game. Now what do I think? Well, Win and Rogue is definitely an interesting Minecraft experience to say the least. I haven't seen anything like it before, and I play Minecraft a lot. The game is extremely fun when you first start out. On a mission to get the best gear and to beat the toughest dungeons, the fun kind of disappeared for me though. The less people that came on, the harder it was to find a good team to play with. The game is amazing when you can find a whole party that is good, but that's very rare playing with randoms. Most of the time you have to use the party feature and get a planned team up. The generation of the dungeons is amazing, and the mob AI is great. Although skeletons, they're pretty tough. They could use a nerf. The shops have fair prices, and the mobs drop a good amount of gold. It's a pretty balanced game, and a lot of time was put into it, and you can tell just by playing the game. It's one of the best minigames out there, in my opinion, of course. The sad truth is that no matter how much they update the game, no matter how much they tweak everything to near perfection, or however many classes they add, the game will have very little players. Sure, every new update will bring out a rush of players and it will be fun for a time again, but it will stop being played. It makes me very sad to say it because this is a fantastic minigame, but Shotbow's first premium game is going to be like the next Shotbow games, a fantastic minigame experience that won't be played by many anymore. And that really sucks because it's a great game. And it doesn't even matter if it's Mojang's fault or Shotbow's fault that this game can't be free to play for all, because keeping it premium is only going to be the death of Win and Rogue. Of course, these are my opinions. Yes, it's kind of what I think will happen, but I don't want it to, and sincerely hope you prove me wrong, Shotbow. I mean, I know it takes 3 servers to generate 1 dungeon, but maybe you guys can find a way around it. So overall, I think it's a masterpiece of a minigame that won't be played by many people. That's about it for me, guys. If you found this review helpful, leave a like, subscribe if you want to, and I will see you guys next time.